Here I am back with the 63 Fairlane. I've done a lot of work to it since last time. As you can see, I've torn out everything that was in the dashboard. I've put the switches and the gauges back in because I rewired the light switch and got a new, well, an old one actually, ignition switch to put in there, and I wired that thing up. So the old light switch that was there has been removed, and I had to solder up a lot of wires to get this thing to work properly. And I've troubleshooted the heater here, so now it works on all stages. That stereo that was in it, I figured out what that was. That was a Blaupunkt something or other. Yeah, and one other problem I didn't tell you in the first video was the shifter. You can see that one's white and not the same one that was in it last time, but I couldn't really get reverse or first. I only got, well, second or third. And well, I opened it up and found out that this one was in it. It has these little set screws there, and well, they didn't grab properly to the column, so it just sort of yanked itself out of the groove that this one goes into when you're changing into volt reverse or first. So I had to find another shifter and put that in there with some other set screws, so that works. I actually have reverse there, first there, second, and third. And I also told you about this rust hold. That is basically the entire floorboard's gone, and that strut that I showed you, that's also rusted off. And I found another hole down here. That's, I yanked the seats out and tore the carpet out yesterday. That's, well, and that rubbery thing that was on the underside of the carpet sort of stuck to the car, so I gotta, well, gotta scrape it off basically. I got a heat gun that kind of helps a bit, but, well, it's hard and tedious work. I was in here almost all yesterday and today, and I've, well, completed one side, plus, well, the transmission tunnel. Luckily there's not a whole lot to do on this side, so it's just this bit that I have to do. Well, I also got another carb on it, an original Autolite carb. It's the Harley carb that was on it was, well, I'm guessing the power valve or something was busted, so it sort of let all the gas straight through it. Well, you could take out like one plug lead here, or one entire plug actually, and crank it, it would spit, well, basically all the gas it had for that revolution out of the spark plug hole. And if I took all the plugs out and just ran it on a starter, it sort of spat fuel in, well, the ignition order. So, well, I put this Autolite carb on. The car has manual choke, and, well, the carb is an automatic choke, so I gotta figure out something to do with that so I could have a choke on it. The battery blew up, the one that was in it. You see, it's what's left of the battery isn't there, and on the hood. And I lost the spark plug in that explosion, so it's not really all that easy firing it up on 7 cylinders. I've done it and it runs fair to be only 7 cylinders, but I think I want to get all 8 new plugs for it before I start it up again. Other than that, I've fixed all the lights. All the lights that work now. I haven't used the battery, so it doesn't really help turn it on. But that parking light down there that wasn't working, that's working now. All 4 of the headlights, that parking light, the turn signals are working, the dome lights working, the license plate lights are working, the tail lights are working, the directional lights in the back are working, and the brake lights are working. Oh yeah, and the light in the gauges. Yeah, I found some more rust on it other than this. Underneath here, there's a strut going along. It's all holding the seat, and that's rusted through. That front fender is welded to the car. You can see there's a pile of rust that fell through the hole I've been looking there. It's not welded up here, it's just welded down there behind the wheel. This wheel bearing needs tightening. The steering that's worn out, I gotta change that. There's some rust. Well, it's behind, underneath the battery has a big hole. This thing's just standing on the on a big hole of rust again. That one too. There's some rust behind the hinges on either side of the car. There's some rust underneath here somewhere. Guessing it's on the other side. Well, the front bumper. I actually was told that the guy who had this before me, a couple of years ago, he ran it into the ditch, which is why bumper here's, well, it's pushed up into the car and it's cracked here and started rusting through, and the dent on the rear quarter panel is from that same little excursion. I have a little shopping cart on Max Auto Parts. That's a bunch of things I'm going to order for this car. Like the ignition lock cylinder key, that key and the cylinder in that is just borrowed from my dad's 63 Falcon. And so I'm going to order one of those, 2 new tail lights, one with the lenses, and there are some other small things too. Some 302 badges for front fenders. Yeah. Yeah, I also got to take this thing off. So this is got a bulge on it here. It's probably too tall, or it's gotten wet. I don't really know. And I gotta get this one off because the outside door handle doesn't work. There has been put seat belts in back here. I'll just remove those. I'm going to change out the seats. Got a couple in my 61 Falcon. Put those in here. They match the door panels better. They're going to have to be reupholstered because, well, they've been lying in a building without any doors or gates for like 20 years, so they've turned kind of green and bad. Gotta reupholster those and put those in here. I removed also all the speakers that were in it, and the CD player. I put that into the Dodge because I'm gonna get the Dodge on the road before I get this one on the road. So yeah, that's basically it for now. I'll be back in, well, I'm guessing a while, with an update on how it's coming along. That's basically it. I gotta apologize for my camera. It's only auto zoom or auto focus, as it is, doesn't really work all that well. It's kind of got a mind of its own. So, well, as I said, that's it for now. I'll be back later with more intel on how it's going along.